Hey Zombie Slayers, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. Ever since the 2.0 release of 7 Days to Die and the devs reworked the skills, I've had a dwarf build brewing in my head. Well, I finally made a video that I'm pretty happy with and wanted to share with you. It may not be the strongest build, but it's definitely viable and it's great if you want to roleplay, want to try a different way of playing, or just enjoy mining. Let's start off with the main perk tree of the strength attribute and let's pump all 10 levels into it. If you want to save 3 skill points, look out for a strength mod or the cigar armor mod that'll increase your strength by 1. Then, according to your votes, a modern dwarf in a zombie apocalypse will use a shotgun, so we'll invest 5 points here into boomstick that'll make you deal more damage, fire faster, and reload faster, along with causing leg shots to cripple Zeds. We won't spend any points in any of the melee combat skills, and instead look for the strength mastery tree, where the first level will cause your critical injuries to heal 100% faster with a tool in hand, and then the most critical skill in the whole build is here at the third point of strength mastery called Battle Miner, where mining tools like pickaxes and shovels will deal more damage to zombies in combat. Our main weapon will be a steel pickaxe, so this is critical. You'll see in the gameplay that with this mastery skill and careful aiming, we'll one-shot normal Zeds and only struggle a little with the orange infernal Zeds. Unlike other melee weapons, the steel pickaxe seems to have a very small attack arc, so you'll want to be precise and aim for the head with the heavy attack. Now, normally, a strength build will invest points in Adrenaline Berserker in the Strength Mastery tree that gets you a sweet 25% damage resistance for 5 seconds on kill. But mining tools unfortunately doesn't trigger this, so don't waste your skill points. To be a better miner, you'll invest points in Miner 69er, Motherlode, and Junk Miner, which will make you deal more damage while mining, meaning less swings, make you more effective gathering double the resources, and increase your gathering flexibility, earning more resources from non-ore sources. If you're more interested in focusing on combat skills in the strength tree, make sure you invest in Pack Mule that not only clears up all the encumbrance slots in your inventory, but in the 2.0 update allows you to craft faster from your inventory and more importantly gives a flat chance to ignore physical damage when hit. Let's look at the other skill trees that synergize well, starting with Perception, specifically if you want your dwarf to be good with explosives. You'll want to invest points in Demolitions Expert, which increases damage, reload speed, aim speed, and chance to dismember. I like the Treasure Hunter set of skills, which makes it much easier to dig for buried treasure, allowing you to find the locked box much quicker. Before investing in a secondary skill tree though, I like to spend some points in the General Skills tab, denoted by the gear symbol. We'll be wearing the Miner's Armor set, so we'll max out Heavy Armor, which reduces the movement and stamina penalties and reduce durability on use. If you have points to spare, I always enjoy putting points into Lucky Looter at the bottom, which improves the loot quality that you'll find, but also opens containers 80% quicker. Remember, time is dukes, friends. Now let's look at the other skill attribute tree, where we'll invest our other points, which is Fortitude. I like a lot of the skills here that'll make you tankier, which is great because you'll spend a lot of your time in melee. So because I have enough points, I'll just max out Fortitude, and then I'll max out the Fortitude Mastery tree for a ton of great skills like Bleed Stopper that instantly stops bleeding on kill, Antibodies, which gives you infection resistance for 2 real-time hours if you heal an infection, and then level 4 and 5 provides 50 health each. As you can see with some food buffs, I almost have 300 health, which is crazy. The next skill I'd like to invest in is Rule 1 Cardio, which allows you to run more with levels 1 through 3, but I like it more for levels 4 and 5 that provides 25 stamina each. Remember, stamina helps with running, melee, and mining. At this point, a ton of Fortitude perks are great, which is why I pick it over Perception. Siphoning Strikes will heal you on kill. Healing Factor will regenerate health slowly. Iron Gut is a convenient skill that makes you use up less hunger and thirst, meaning less eating and drinking. But I'll use some of my remaining points on Pain Tolerance, which gives you a flat reduction in damage, preventing getting concussed, and putting as much as I can in Siphoning Strikes. So that's it for skill point allocation. Let's look at the gear now. Starting with the melee weapon, which we have a steel pickaxe, which will double as a tool and our main combat weapon. A level 6 steel pickaxe will allow you to equip 4 mods, and the ones I've equipped are the Burning Shaft mod, which lights Zeds on fire, but more importantly provides a passive bright light source for night combat and mining. The Rad Remover mod disables the regeneration ability of Radiated, Charged, and Infernal Zeds for 90 seconds. The Ergonomic Grip mod decreases melee stamina usage. And finally, the Weighted Head mod, which adds stun and slow to victims. Before we look at our ranged weapon, let's look at our armor selection, which is a full miner set, which decreases degradation of mining tools. The headpiece increases the amount of ore you harvest. The chest reduces stamina cost of mining tools by 30%. The gloves will cause you to mine quicker. And the boots will allow you to fall further without taking damage, which is important since we didn't invest in parkour in this build. In terms of mods, I used a night vision mod to simulate dark vision for the Dwarf, but you can easily use the helmet light as well. There actually aren't too many good mods for heavy armor at this time, and the only one I'd recommend is the Bandolier mod that increases reload speed by 15%, and the Impact Bracing Boot mod that decreases fall damage. Since we're role-playing a Dwarf, I'm going to switch to the Marauder Cosmetic DLC set that you can get for about $10 Canadian. All we do is select any piece of armor from the Character tab and press A for cosmetics. We'll select the Marauder armor and we can mix and match and manually apply the skins, but today we'll select the Apply Set button. At the time of this video, only our friends will see this cool skin or when we're driving a vehicle like this motorcycle. The devs do plan on adding third-person view in the near future, so you'll get to enjoy the skin more soon. Back to the ranged weapon, we have an auto shotgun, and the mods I've used is the silencer because I find most guns are a little too loud, the Rad Remover mod like the steel pickaxe, the drum magazine will give us an additional 16 shell capacity, and finally I've added the full auto mod so we can shoot quicker. Remember, what's really important is just to mod your weapon, which will increase your damage in general. So that's it for gear. Let's not forget about beer. Look out for the 7th book of Bar Brawling that removes the blurred vision and will provide you an additional 40% additional stamina regeneration. Although, with all the skills and armor buffs, and even constantly heavy attacking with the steel pickaxe, you'll almost never need additional stamina buffs. At this point, we're done. As you can see throughout this video, I've been fighting in the wasteland biome and did well, even during a storm. It'll take some time learning the timing of the steel pickaxe swing, and while not as strong as other melee weapons, with the new Strength Mastery Battle Miner skill, it holds up against even the strongest Zeds. When things get hairy, we'll switch to the shotgun, where almost any headshot is an insta-kill, with the drum magazine conveniently reducing the number of times we need to reload. The Burning Shaft mod makes fighting in the dark easy, but the combat mods does make breaking through wooden blocks a little harder, so you may be better off using an axe instead. So that's my modern Dwarf build for 7 Days to Die. Let me know in the comments below what you do to alter or improve the build to be more effective or more realistic. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on 7 Days to Die, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.